Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update of the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, and we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us in the challenge for as little as $9 a month, and also how to get access to our exclusive in-depth strategy video, details are available in the description below. In the previous video we did an important update on ticker symbol REV, Revlon. This is a stock that has made exceptional gains in the previous week of trading. We also did an update on ticker symbol MMAT Metamaterials, looking at the development with regard to the offering. So please refer back to the previous video for updates on both those stocks. So one of the key things that we featured in the previous video was a lack of response from George. So in today's video we're going to be following on from that. So we're going to look at the response that George has now provided, and later on in the video we're going to also be doing a watch list review of the stocks that we called out last week exclusively to the Discord members. So stay tuned for the review of the watch list. So let's start by having a look at what George has now updated the investors on his Twitter handle. So in response to the request from John Berder here, who on June the 24th asked George to explain to the shareholders and who are now waiting for a response. So on the 25th of June right now we can see George has responded to John. And he said, what I can say at this stage is that we will be using this cash to support our strategic growth plan and maximize Meta's leverage in everything we are working on right now. Next week we will communicate a lot more details as soon as the 8K is filled. Looking forward to Q2 results. So my take on this is I think George has been slow in responding to the shareholders, to the investors. I think if we look at the overall decision with regard to what happened, I think certainly it is in the company's interest. The company was certainly going to benefit from the additional cash. However, I think what the key concern for most investors right now is not the actual decision itself. I think it's the way the decision was handled. It's a lack of communication. And I think a lot of investors were concerned with regard to the timing. So with regard to Metamaterials as a company, again, from a personal point of view, I still remain bullish on this as a long-term hold. No problems there, no problems with the technology, no problems with the potential, and certainly with the long-term growth. But I think the key concerns from investors is communication, and clear communication. Let's now have a look at some responses to George himself. So we're going to share some positive and negative. So we're going to look at both points of view. So first of all, we have Texas Badu. What Texas Badu has stated here: I'm not really happy you diluted us with the last acquisition by giving away shares. You have not done an offering. You have done an offering with more dilution. It makes me not want to invest. My investment is less valuable each dilution. Give a good reason for dilution or I am out at the first chance. So again, Texas Badu does represent a significant amount of shareholders who are not happy with what happened. People, from what I've certainly seen on social media, have faced significant losses in the thousands and in the significant thousands. So again, I think that is a concern that I think does need to be recognized. Jimmy here has stated, thanks for the update. It first blindsided the Meta fan, but last night came to the realization that you are a beast and trust you have a plan. Looking forward to a great future with Metamaterials. Have a great weekend, sir. So many people are still very bullish on George himself and think obviously he's been described here as a beast. I'm not sure if he is a beast. Thank you, George, for your response, and that's a response from Metamaterial News. And finally, C Plant here, after some reflection on this last night over a bottle of Goose. Not sure what Goose is. I think it's better that we did an offering before the S1 run-up instead of the middle of it last June. That will make us $250 million raised in 12 months. Not bad for a little metal company. So overall, again, I think once people have had a chance to sleep on this, I think they'll know it is in the interest of the company. But I think if we had had communication in advance or clear communication from the senior insider management for this, that certainly would have helped, because obviously once the news is announced, there is certainly no confidentiality reasons to stop communication. And let's just finish off with 3 more shout outs. First one is to Gray. Gray is a regular contributor to the stock, and what he stated here is, please could we have an update on the S1 and spin out to Oil Corp? Many thanks. So I think this is an area that George has provided very, very little communication on. If it's with regard to confidentiality reasons, then certainly once he's able to say and explain that, that would certainly be appreciated. But this is the key thing that most investors are waiting for in terms of details of the spin out. So we do await that, and we hope it is very soon. And if you refer to back to my previous videos, especially important for people in Canada where MMAT and not MMAT but MMTLP, which is held in some locked-in retirement accounts, could be something that needs to be aware of, and I'm sure George is aware of that. But let's move on to Let's Do It Bud, and he stated here, this is the expected response, not financial advice. If the stock spikes or post-dividend distribution, next step be public offering. I will be ready for the roller coaster ride and assess my plan risk. Also, I don't expect speculative huge dividend. And finally, at the bottom, we have Jamie Vincent, who stated here, the amount of a debt a company has within its capital structure without revenue debt would make us highly leveraged and at risk. So I think the financing assets without assuming debt and didn't want to do a public offering with strangers and use their own mates. So basically what this is implying here is it's much better to do the institutional offering rather than the public offering, because obviously with an institution investing, it is more of a stronger sign of confidence in the stock, and obviously the company has been burning cash and it does need cash for the long term, especially for the growth, and especially with what's happened recently with regard to some of the significant acquisitions and purchases the company has made. The final part of the video, what I'd like to do is carry out a weekly watch list review. This is a weekly watch list that was shared exclusively with the Discord members prior to trading in the previous week. So this is in response to one of the Discord members who sent me a message here, which I'm going to share with you on the screen. He said, hi Ali, thank you. I've been following the updates you post for some time, so hopefully joining will help me with the profits. I'm looking forward to the Discord updates, the buy sell information, along with everything else you'll be provided. If I can be as successful as your Manchester City, then I'm sure all will be good. Just one question I have right now, do you post a percentage win or hit rate on the stocks that are called out in the month? For example, this month we had an 80% success rate on the stocks that were shared. So I thought this was an excellent point. So what I am going to do is certainly follow this up. So what I'd first of all like to do is share with you on the screen here, copy of the weekly watch list that we shared exclusively with the Discord members. So let's have a look at some of the stocks that we called out. So on the screen here, you'll see that we called out prior to trading the previous week, ticker symbol REV. So let's have a look at the chart for ticker symbol REV. So on the screen here, you'll be able to see that ticker symbol REV was up, let's just have a look here, in excess of 152% on the week. So this was the most successful call that we made from the watch list. So again, congratulations to everybody who got into this stock, and again, significant profits were made. It also did go well at much higher than $7.95. At one point it was trading closer to the $10. So again, great opportunity there to take profits as well from our best call last week, ticker symbol REV. Let's now move on to look at some of the other stocks that we called out, and the next one we called out was ticker symbol MREO. So what we stated here is there was news here with regard to AstraZeneca potentially weighing up a bid to buy the MREO. So let's have a look at the stock for the previous 5 days of our MREO. So on the screen here, you'll be able to see at the top the percentage increase in this stock over the previous 5 days was approximately 27.5%. So again, great call here, And congratulations to everybody who got in this stock. But what you will also be able to see here is that the stock also did break $1.80. So that was also a great time to take profits in ticker symbol MREO. The next one we also called out was MULN Automotive. This is a stock that has been featured on a number of occasions on the channel. So let's now have a look at the chart for MULN Automotive that has been making some tremendous progress. So on the chart here, you'll see it made an excellent start to the week, where at one point it was very, very close to $1.70. It did come down, and at one point it was just below $1.40, but strong finish towards the end of the week. And overall, over the previous 5 days, stock was up in excess of 18.22%. And I'm hoping that we do see more gains in MULN Automotive. So again, congratulations to everybody who made some nice profits in this stock as well. The next stock, ticker symbol ELMS. This is a stock that actually made some tremendous gains. It was a high risk stock, and we only recommended it for a short swing trade. And I think this is one of the stocks that didn't do well. So this was, you could say, not a great call. So ticker symbol ELMS was no significant profits in that. So again, as I'm sure you all know, everybody does their own due diligence. It's never financial advice, and all calls are not successful. So this is one of the ones that was not successful. The next one, ticker symbol JUPW. So let's have a look at how this did. So if you have a look at the chart for the previous 5 days, again we can see it's been quite volatile. So for a swing trade, certainly good opportunities for profits here, but over the previous 5 days, the stock was down just in excess of 2%. The next one, ticker symbol SOUN. So we stated that this had got strong bullish momentum in the chart, and also news that insiders may be aware of something. So let's see how this stock did. So if you have a look at this, again, there's a tremendous opportunity at the beginning of the week to make some significant profits in this when it went in excess of $4.50, but still over the previous 5 days, ticker symbol SOUN was up in excess of 19.8%. So again, good profits in that one. The next two that we called were mega cap stocks, which I thought were at great prices. So Tesla and Google. So let's finish off by having a look at Tesla. So again, congratulations to everybody who got in at Tesla, which I thought was at a great discount, trading below $650, and it's finished in excess of $737, and that's up in excess of 14% on the week. And finally, we also called out Google, which again is also had a good week and is up in excess of 11%, finishing at $2,359.5. Finally, if anybody would like to get access to our weekly watch list, which will again be made available to the Discord members exclusively, you can join for as little as $9 a month, with details in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.